I wanted to say thank you to all my fans and followers for 10,000 followers on Instagram. When I created the account 2 years ago, I never thought it would get this popular, and I'm thankful for all the opportunities I've gotten and everyone who enjoys my work. Instagram is just a platform I use to showcase my work, show my portfolio, and get feedback from other artists. So I am really grateful for everyone who has supported me through the 2 years I've been on Instagram, and for all the help. So I wanted to do a Q&A for the 10,000 followers, and I put a post on Instagram telling you guys to ask me some questions. I didn't get too many. I have a bunch of DMs with a bunch of questions, but this was the post. If you didn't ask a question, you could always feel free to DM me. But I'm going to answer majority of these. First question is, would you ever come back to posting on YouTube on a regular basis, or do you not really have time anymore? I do not really have time. I would love to post on YouTube on a weekly basis, and I said I was a few weeks ago, but it's just difficult to get a lot of content out on YouTube. The process is much longer than Instagram, because when you create something like create a design or any artwork I do, that's just one process. When it comes to YouTube, it's like the pre-process, like all the pre-production stuff I need to create, then filming, and then the post-production, which is like video editing and uploading and rendering and all that stuff, adding music, and that process is just so much longer. So I would love to, but I don't think I have time to. Do we have any other favorite sports teams besides the Celtics? Yes. I don't know if you can tell, my room's painted orange and blue. I'm a Mets fan. I'm also an Oakland Raiders fan. Which piece do I think is my best? That's tough to say, because with each piece I create, I always feel like the next one's going to be 10 times better. But I feel like as a career-wise, work stuff I've done, I would say my Respect 90 logo for Joe Madden's foundation is probably the best thing I've ever created. I recommend getting started in a career as a designer. There's two answers to this question, and I don't know which path is better for a graphic designer. You could either one, go to college, or two, not go to college and learn on your own, self-taught. I went to college. I got my degree in graphic design and advertising art. Went to Seton Hall University. See, the thing is, when you need a degree, because if you want to get an interview and a full-time job, you need the piece of paper to get in on those interviews. But just because you went to college and you got your degree in graphic design doesn't mean you're any better than any other artist. I feel like you could go the path of self-teaching yourself and just posting constantly great work, and you get a few freelance jobs, and those could lead to full-time opportunities. But if you want the safe, sure bet, you go to college, you get your degree, and that will at least get you interviews at places. Where when you don't have your degree, there's almost nowhere you can get an interview at. No matter how great your work is, it's sometimes very difficult to get in places. What kind of stuff are you making for USA Football? At USA Football, I mostly do all their social media stuff. When they first hired me, they told me they liked me because I made stuff look cool. And mostly that's what I do. I kind of focus on their brand and the direction we go with the national team, and the looks that we want. So that's mostly what I do at USA Football. Can I be your mentor? How do you brainstorm creative ideas? This is a tough one to answer, because when you're doing work for a client, most of the time they come to you with an idea. At USA Football, usually they don't always say just make this look cool. Usually the marketing team will come to me with some sort of idea, and I'll have to, I could usually branch off that. But with stuff on Instagram, usually I'll see a cool photo, and I'll be how could I really make this really dramatic, or make this photo unique. And when it comes to Instagram stuff, I don't know that I always have an idea. I'll have like a look I'll be going for, like with my previous design, my latest design on Instagram, the Damian Lillard piece. I had an idea of doing this glitch effect, and I didn't know how it was going to turn out or the exact look, but I at least had a concept behind what I was going to do. So I think when you're brainstorming ideas, you have to have like some sort of theme, and then like the end result will just come when you're playing around with different effects and different techniques. And like, what helps you most when you're in a creative slump? What I always tell people, and I feel like this works for myself, is when you're kind of in a slump, just start designing and do less thinking. Like, I find myself most in a slump when I'm thinking too much about what I want to do. When you just start putting stuff on a canvas and start moving things around, that's when you'll get out of your slump, we'll call it. And I feel like that's when people start creating some of their best work. How did I find work in the sports industry of graphic design? When I first graduated college, I never thought I'd be able to get in the sports field. I always heard it was very difficult because no one ever wants to leave, because everyone who works in sports usually wants to be there. Like, they want bragging rights, they want to work for somewhere, like a team they root for or a league they're extremely interested in. And I found that fairly true. Now, I've only been out of school for a year and a half now, and I've only been working in sports for like five months, full time. And what I found more than anything is you need connections, and that's with any job. But in sports, it does seem like it's a lot harder to get in somewhere. But once you get in somewhere in sports, your name goes around, and you find more opportunities. But getting in is fairly difficult. I was lucky enough, West Virginia gave me a chance, freelance work, and that opened the door for more opportunities. That really opened the door for this place I worked at Aviator Sports. It's like a gym facility, and they really loved my work there. And then at USA Football, they loved my work at West Virginia and at Aviator Sports. So like, once you get in somewhere, more doors open up. So it's just, you got to get in some sort of sports place or organization before you're opened up to bigger opportunities. What is your favorite design style? I don't know that I have a favorite design style. What is your ultimate business goal? A business of your own, working for the major leagues? I don't know that I have an ultimate business goal. I have career goals as a graphic designer, but, I don't have any businesses of my own. Pick Six is just like a group thing right now. We're not officially an LLC or a business. But like, career goal wise, I've always said this, and I think most artists feel this way, is I want to create something that is just nationally or globally known, whether that's a logo or some piece of artwork, just something that's globally known. And, I just think to have all that exposure and that recognition and be able to say, like, I made that and everyone knows what it represents, would be, an awesome feeling. But business goals, obviously I'd love to work for myself one day. Who wouldn't? And yeah, he says rolling with dough. Obviously you'd like to be rich, but I design because I love it, not because it pays really well or anything like that. You'd be doing this when you were in middle school? No. I had no idea in middle school I'd be a graphic artist. I always saw myself as an architect, and I was not very good in math and science, and when I got to college I kind of gave up on that dream, and when I learned about graphic design, thought it was a good idea to pursue that. Do you have any tips on how I can improve my work? I always tell people, look, you're not going to become a master in design and art and all these programs overnight. It takes a while. So just keep practicing. What are your thoughts on this community? that being the design community, I'm assuming he's talking about. What do you like and what do you dislike and wish to see change? You know, I like the community because I like all the artists we have and all the different styles and professionals that are now on Instagram, and it's nice to constantly get feedback and hear from others of what they think of your work. What I don't like is the immaturity and the I would call it jealousy you tend to get from others. You know, there's a lot of teenagers, particularly like 15 and younger, on Instagram, and they tend to not understand design and then just really immature. And I would say that's like my biggest gripe about Instagram is all the immaturity. You know, compared to like Behance, where that's strictly professionals. You know, that would be my biggest thing to change, would be the amount of negativity and immaturity that's just on Instagram. This was a question someone DM'd me. Do I ever get bored? No. I think when you do something you're passionate about for a living, you never get bored of it. I mean, if it was up to me, I would design all day long, like 24/7. I never get bored of design. I love it with a passion. It doesn't have to be even sports design. I love just like looking at all type of artwork. You know, even like if you're drinking like a Gatorade bottle or any type of print artwork, anything. I'm always thinking about, oh, that's a really cool idea. How could I incorporate that into my work? So no, I never get bored. Always want to design, and I think that's how you know if you want to pursue designing as a career, if you have that much passion. Last question: what is going on with Pick Six? So, like, for those of you who don't know about Pick Six, it is a group group of artists, I'll call it. I started with a guy I know, Brandon Double B, is his Instagram. You should give him a follow. He's a really cool guy, and we wanted to supply like NFL fans and football fans in general now, because we added college football, with the best possible artwork that they could download for their desktop, tablet, phone, you know, any mobile device, any electronic you could have a background on. And you know, we've kind of expanded on that idea. We have a bunch of ideas that we want to you know, include and we're working on. You know, we're working on adding 2 stores. And what I mean is 2 site stores. Like we were trying to sell t-shirts, which is a work in progress. We have a lot going behind the scenes on that. And then another store we want to add is just for artists. It would be like resources they could use in their artwork and ways they can improve their artwork. I don't know when either of those are coming. We're working on them behind the scenes, but we got a lot going on. You know, we added the blog, which has been fairly successful. Our downloads have gone up since we've added the blog, and our viewers. And you know, we're just adding different things all the time. We're open to anything. We're trying to include more YouTube videos now. We're looking for artists, but not right now. Probably when the season rolls around, we get closer. But we've been lucky with it. It's grown. We've gotten some awesome job opportunities through it. None of which I think I could speak on right now because they're all ongoing. But you know, we're gonna see where it goes. We're gonna keep trying to grow it, and always welcome new ideas. And you know, you can always shoot us an email if you're interested in joining. Like I said, we're not really looking for artists right now, but we always like taking a look at other artists. So that is it for the Q&A. I wanted to do a giveaway for 10,000 followers, and I've done a lot of poster giveaways lately, so I really wasn't trying to do another poster giveaway. And what I mean is I've done a lot of ones for Pick 6. So I do have 2 ideas, and one is a poster giveaway. One second. So the last poster giveaway we did, it was this Calvin Johnson poster the kid picked for the NCAA tournament winner. And when I ordered it, they lost the first one, or they thought they lost the first one, and they actually ended up finding it. So they gave me it for free after I ordered a second one and already shipped that one. So I have the second Calvin Johnson poster. You can check it out. Links below to it. And I'm thinking about either doing a giveaway for that, or I also have these stickers I give away to all the artists who we add to Pick Six as some sort of, you know, compensation for their help. Hopefully we'll have a lot more for them soon, like these t-shirts. But, you know, we have these stickers. You can stick it on the back of your computer like I did right here, or, you know, wherever you want. So I was thinking about maybe giving away some of these. Let me know what your ideas are on a giveaway. You know, I'm kind of open to a lot of different things, but, you know, once again, thank you guys for 10,000 followers. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll have some more videos and more content on YouTube soon. I know it's been a while since I really been uploading to YouTube daily or even weekly, but thanks again, guys. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to my channel.